Hi Farm Girl, we're back. This week it's part 2. Last week we talked about setting some goals. This week we're going to talk about some of those obstacles that get in the way of us achieving the goals that we really want.
Absolutely.
And you guys have been really good about giving us some ideas on the Facebook group.
Sharing your struggles, your obstacles.
What are your particular problems, since we want to address those real quick as fast as we can. A lot of them have to do with food. A lot of them have to do with grocery shopping and meal planning. I know Lynn hates to grocery shop. Kate says diet, diet, diet. Kathy sometimes falls back on going through the drive-thru, and I totally get that. Rhonda says she's addicted to soda. She hates to meal plan. How are we going to deal with all these food choices? Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, planning is your best bet to keep you from having a problem. So let's say it's the drive-thru. That's lack of time. So things that you can do: crock pot cooking. Cooking 2 casseroles when you cook one, having one in the freezer so you can just throw it in when you go to pick up the kids. You know, so planning ahead helps with the drive-through issues.
Right.
Then hating to grocery shop. Again, planning ahead, making a list before you go. When you're making food changes, say you have dietary issues and you want to eat more organic, but you go to the grocery store and you don't have your brand. So at first it'll take a little bit longer. So give yourself time when you first start shopping to find your new favorites. You're going to take your old American cheese food and replace it with a cheese that's organic. What's that brand going to be? Now you have a new favorite.
Exactly. Working it out ahead of time makes all the difference. Peggy, like a lot of people my age, she was taught to clean her plate.
Okay.
You know?
Number 1, resign from the Clean Your Plate Club. We're just going to all vow right now to resign from the Clean Your Plate Club. We quit. Now, how do you do that practically? Smaller portions on your plate. If you're out and about and you're having a meal, share with someone. Don't be afraid to ask the waiter to please just go ahead and box half the meal before it comes. Ask if you can order a lunch portion. So that way, if you do clean your plate, it's a smaller plate that you're cleaning.
Exactly. We don't want it to go to waste. We don't want it to go to
our waste.
That's right. Okay. Okay, so Kim is having trouble planning time to exercise. Terry says she has trouble with disciplining with exercise. We sort of addressed that a little bit in our covert activity episode. Is that kind of where you're thinking?
Well, the covert activities are a great way to begin to sneak fitness into your day. But let me just tell you, farm girls, farm boys, you need to make yourself a priority. So you need to go ahead and put it on your calendar and your schedule, just like you do at 6 a.m. I feed the chickens. 8:15 I'm going to exercise, and you keep it just like you would a doctor's appointment. It is an appointment with yourself, and you've just got to keep it.
We matter. We have got to start mattering enough to ourselves to make this change. And I'll tell you what, that's a hard one for me too. We get busy nurturing and taking care of everybody else, the family, the farm, the spouse, and we leave ourselves to last, and then we pay for it.
And the fact is that if you're giving, and caring, you really want to give the best you that you can give, and give the best energy you can give, and take care of them with what you can do.
Right.
And if you're not taking care of you, you're not giving them your best, and you think you're taking care of them, but you got to take care of you in order to be able to give. So fill your bucket, take care of you, become healthy, make yourself a priority, and you'll have more to give.
Put your oxygen mask on first, and then help your friend.
Exactly. Just like the airport.
Exactly. And let's not forget Barb. She is having trouble with her spouse supporting her in this effort. And I get that as the wife of a dessert chef. It's not good. It can be very challenging.
Oh my goodness.
There's all kinds of stuff in the house.
Okay, so Barb and anybody else out there that has this is very, very common. Not just the spouse, but the family. We need to get everybody on the same team. So sit down and just have a relaxed conversation with your spouse about why you want to make these changes and the importance of them. And sit down together as a team and have that conversation with your children about getting healthier. And, they might complain. The childhood obesity rate is off the charts.
Bad.
And, we lead by example. So, the first thing, if you try to make your kids eat broccoli and you're not eating broccoli,
Not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. So by changing yourself to be healthier, getting your spouse on board, and just let them know, honey, we're a team. I love you. I want to be a team with you, and let's do this together. I need your support in this, and communicate, and then support him too. If he's like not feeling it, just do your best to put good food, healthy food on the table, and same thing for the kids. They're not going to starve themselves. They're really not. If it's not in the house, they're not going to eat it. That works for you too.
Yes.
I know we got a new rule on the farm.
Yes. Unfortunately, I have to make this new rule. If you bring treats to the farm, you have to take them away with you. I learned this week. If they're here, it is so hard to ignore them. Yeah. So get it out of your sight, out of your reach.
So that goes with your grocery shopping, making the new list, finding new favorites. And
all
just
these
having the
things
good
will
stuff
help.
in the house. All that's going to help. And
That's right.
If you have issues that are bigger and we haven't addressed a question that you have or things you'd rather ask privately, please just private message us on our Facebook page. We will contact you and we'll help you work through it, because that's what we're here for, supporting each other and coming up with some practical advice on how to make those changes and address the obstacles, because you're not the only one that has that obstacle. I guarantee you.
Absolutely.
Whatever you're facing, somebody else is facing it too, or they faced it, and we can give you some practical help.
Sounds good. Great, Farm Girl. We will see you again next week. Again, let us know if we can help.
Bye.